Hello, fellow geographers. I have discovered the beauty that Timeguessr, the game Timeguessr, is. It's a really fun website where you'll be given a photo, more often than not a historic photo, say 50, 60, 70 years ago, whatever historic means to you, and you have to guess where that photo was taken and when. The year. You have to guess the year. I've seen many other people play it on YouTube. It always looked really fun. Now I finally got around and jumped on the train to also play it myself, and it is really fun. And I'm giving it a shot, and I'm just playing here now together with you watching it, I guess. Your guess is as good as mine. And let's see where this takes us. So let's go for it. Very simple, beautiful website, very straightforward, very nice. So here we have a little map where I have to click and guess where we are. This is Apple Maps, I guess. And the year that by default is always 1962. All right then, this looks like it's a class in some elite university or elite high school. I don't know if we are in the... I would think we are in the UK or in the US. Something like this. It's black and white, so maybe 1962 is not too bad for a standard. For a guess already. I can zoom in a little bit. Eager... I mean, I guess we could be in France. I also don't know if this is an elite school, because I was thinking elite because they all wear kind of a uniform, but now I'm thinking A, probably uniforms were quite common on all sorts of schools or universities, and B, they're not even wearing a uniform. You know what, I will say we are in France, why not? And I will guess Paris, and I will say this has been taken a little bit earlier than that, 1959. Fingers crossed. Alright, so we were in Hungary and it was 13 years later. Now, how unhappy am I with that? Well, could I have known that this is in Hungary? Well, there's writing, yes. But would I have ever identified this as Hungarian? Are there any other giveaways? Not really. Maybe the hair color of the people? Mostly brown or black. Yeah, let's go to the next round. I'm not too unhappy with it. So this is an ultra super famous photo. Nikola Tesla sitting in his office, generating electricity with this giant ball and these... Who knows what the name is? Oh, but off the top of my head, when that was, well, how far does the time go back here? 1900. They say it's 1905. I mean, Tesla was he Serbian? Was he Hungarian? This is, I believe, in the US. Somewhere on the East Coast, I think. Where exactly? I don't necessarily think it was North Carolina, but I feel like this is the closest I could assume. May have been maybe a little bit more Western, but I really don't know. And year-wise, well, off the top of my head, I would have said this is the, 19th century maybe. Let's go to 1900, why not? Let's give this a shot. Hey, you know what? This was not too bad. I was 2,000 kilometers away, but still nice. And I got it spot on. Well, yeah, so where was it then? Laboratory with magnifying transmitter generating electric arcs around him, yeah. And he's just sitting there taking notes. That's mental. And it was here in the city of... Will we ever know? Well, we are in Colorado. Yeah, is this Colorado City? Is there something like Colorado City? Is there any Colorado Springs? Oh, how much do I have to zoom in? Crazy. Pretty cool, let's move on. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Fisheye lens was invented. Again, black and white. Auckland Regional Authority. Well, we are in New Zealand. I mean, you never know, like maybe it's a trick. Maybe there's another Auckland somewhere in the US, but since we don't really know that, I don't really know that, I would go to New Zealand. So, well, I mean, since we have the city now for the first time, could we find the street? Well, I guess we could, but how long would it take? I mean, maybe we couldn't even. Let's just say this is a big street in the city center of Auckland. As such, there are many. It's pretty straight. Let's go to this intersection there. But which year might that be? Well, what about 1970? I mean, the cars are so boxy. Every car is so boxy. The bus still looks a little bit more curved. So 1978. Well, I wanted to say 9. You know when you want to say something, then you change last minute and then you realize you shouldn't. So I'm not going to do that. So it's going to be 1979. Oh my god. 1989. Well, 320 meter off wasn't too bad in the end. But still quite disappointing given that we kind of knew where we were. A street scene in Auckland, New Zealand. 1989. Why is it all in black and white then? It's just so putting me off. Are all these images in black and white? No, I have seen colored images. Alright, this is the last round. Or the second to last round. Alright, then this is, at first glance, I would say Iranian women's youth soccer team. Iranian because of the colors. Now, could they be Turkish? Yes. Volke. Could there be? I mean, I could. Oh, what flag is this? Tree is this? Oh, now my shortcomings are really. And what are they even doing? Danger cluster bombs. I guess this is some kind of instrument. Beat. Yeah, I think there's no real danger. Well, this football as well, isn't this the Jabulani? If it is the Jabulani, then it must be at the World Cup. I mean, and this picture might have been taken in South Africa. Okay. When was this World? Was it 2012? 2014. I mean, if now is the Euros, then 2022 was a World Cup. 2018 and 2004. Okay, so I say this is 2014. We are in South Africa, somewhere near a big city, and this is some youth soccer team, or you know, these kids that run with the players. I mean, maybe these are actually soccer players. I don't want to, you know. Let's say we are near Cape Town, and for all we can see, we are somewhere near a lawn. So let's say we are here. But it's not 1962. I say it's 2014. If the World Cup was in fact 2014, and I'm not good with this. I don't remember the dates of these soccer tournaments. It doesn't look like 2018 though. It rather looks 2014. You know what? Let's just give it a shot. What can happen? 2010. Good, I didn't go to 2018. Members of the South Lebanese girls team protesting against the use of cluster bombs. Well, I just said so many wrong things in so many wrong ways. So they are protesting against something that is potentially adding a lot of harm to the world. The usage of these bombs. And these are maybe empty bombs that they now drum on, which is pretty cool. And they are South Lebanese, not Iranian. And on top of all of this, to top it all off, we are in Norway. Are we in Norway? What are we doing in Norway? Is Norway using these bombs somewhere? Please enlighten me, world. Please enlighten me. Oh, this looks great. I mean, these images are just amazing. Really amazing. We are in Ljubljana. Mesto Ljubljana. Goście Domaci. I think guest and... No, Domaci. Domaci is home team. The guest team is winning. That's probably quite dramatic. And the guest team is Croatia. And yeah, this is another Euros, maybe? Could it be? Yeah, which year is that? 90s? It looks very much like 90s for me. And I would say maybe we can find a football stadium in Ljubljana. Oh my god, this map is in German, but it translates the names of the cities. I mean, I don't know the German names, but I guess this must be Ljubljana. Are we able to find this stadium on this map? Well, that's helpful. One cannot do this in GeoGuessr. Is this really Ljubljana? It looked like the biggest place. Yeah. Let's just trust the instinct. Why wouldn't it be Ljubljana? And see if we can find a stadium. So training grounds. I mean, this is... Yeah, what kind of stadium? I mean, it's an old stadium. It maybe doesn't exist anymore, but maybe they built the new one in the same spot. So let's just stay here and say this is the year 19... I would say an even number if it was a Euro Cup or something. UEFA. 2002 was a World Cup. So it could be the year 2000. It could be 2000 or 1996. I will say this is the year 2000. No, I will say this is 1996. Okay. Make me proud. 1997. Oof. Location-wise, oh, I was so far out of the city. That was unintentional. But this was not so bad. A match between Croatia and Slovenia in the late 90s. So, again, I mean, there was some things right. Overall, not consistent enough. Still had a blast of a time. And I'm really glad about the images I've gotten. They seem very beautiful just in and by themselves, you know? I mean, look at this last image. What kind of facade of a building is there in the background? Absolutely crazy. Thank you very much for watching. I see you next time. Bye bye.